No entrepreneur or brand is an island. And in order to be successful, you need a team. It is vitally important. Please pay attention as I elaborate a little bit more in depth into each one of these roles that are so vital for a creator's career. Let's start with the business manager. The role of the business manager is to represent the artist, negotiate on behalf of the artist, and help the artist make any business decisions. Examples of these are choosing a record label, choosing a publisher, choosing a producer, or even choosing a band to gig with. The business manager additionally networks on your behalf, provide creative and administrative assistance, coordinate tours, press for outstanding payments, pressurize the record label, the publisher, and any other involved parties. But in general, protect the creative. The road manager. As the name suggests, this is the person who accompanies the artist on the road. They're responsible to make sure the artist is where they need to be at the right time. This includes rehearsals, interviews, as well as performances. They also make sure that the venue has your technical rider. The technical rider is basically a document that details who's performing what and where on the stage, so that you as a creative can give your best performance. They also handle a second document called the hospitality rider. And this document basically just details your dietary requirements so that you can perform at your best. The booking agent. Now this person, they're responsible for booking live performances and gigs for you, the performer. Usually they take a percentage of, I would say, 10 to 20% of the performance fee as compensation. An important point to note is that booking agents also need something to work with. So basically I'm just saying that your music needs to be on rotation. Your music video needs to be on television. There needs to be hype around you and your brand so that they can do their jobs properly. Public relations. PR. Now your PR agent is one of the most important people in your team because they're responsible for maintaining a positive image for you and your brand. Their job is to make sure that you are in all the right places where you need to be. I mean, this includes radio, this includes TV, this includes print, this includes online interviews, this includes events and award shows. Anywhere where you need to be seen in a positive light, their job is to make sure you are there. Distributors. Now it's very important not to confuse distributors with publishers. I'll come back to that a bit later. So there are two types of distributors that we're talking about here. Physical distribution and digital distribution. Physical distribution entails taking a physical CD and making it available in a physical store. Now I know globally, physical sales have gone down. However, in Africa, CDs are still a thing. If anything, I've seen the best place to sell CDs is in the moment. After a performance, make sure that you have physical stock available for fans to buy because they're in the vibe. Then we move on to digital distributors, also known as aggregators. The job of an aggregator is to take your content, digitize it, and then make it available on digital platforms. These include platforms like iTunes, Spotify, and here in Africa, we're talking the mobile network operators through caller tunes. Usually, the core offering from an aggregator is to just make your stuff digitally available. However, in some instances, some aggregators do offer additional services, which they call added value, where they can negotiate banner placement as well as other marketing services to make sure that your digital content is visible. The publisher. So as I previously mentioned, a distributor and publisher are not the same thing. I understand the confusion because the word publish means to make available. So often we believe that if you have a distributor who's making your stuff available, you have a publisher. But the truth is that's not the case. In actual fact, I wish we could change the word publish to copyright management to avoid this in the future. Anyway, let's move on to the roles of a publisher and what you should expect. Firstly, publishers only work with songwriters and producers. Please don't get it twisted. Publishers are also not record labels, and they don't offer record label services. The three main roles of a publisher are: 1, to protect your copyright. So basically, the role of a publisher is to make sure that nobody uses your beat as a producer or your lyrics as a songwriter without your permission or without compensating you correctly. Number 2, the second role of the publisher is to collect your royalties. The two royalties that are due to you for being a songwriter or producer are called performance royalties and mechanical royalties. The publisher's role is to collect your royalties from the collection management organizations, the CMOs, who are responsible also for collecting and distributing these royalties. Lastly, the third role of a publisher is to find you more work as a songwriter and producer. Finding you more work can include writing or producing songs for other artists, or commissioning works to you to create music for film, television, or even computer games. This is what we call synchronization deals. And this is where the money is in publishing. Legal. The vast bulk of entertainment law relates to the law of contract. Therefore, these lawyers need to know much about this area of law. Another very special type of lawyer is a copyright lawyer. But to be honest, most entertainment lawyers have great knowledge about both of these fields, so you should be covered.